Well, back on the 2003 Dodge Ram 1500, 5.7 liter 4x4, whatever else I can think of. Just did lower ball joints in it. It's got some other front end work to do. I just did front brakes on it as well. It was metal to metal on one side, had bad caliper, destroyed the one side. We're gonna just go through and do a few more things, and I'll split it up probably into multiple videos here, but just gonna go through and pick these things off and get this front suspension to where it needs to be. First off, this shock here, kind of broken, completely broken off the bottom. Zoom you in here, try to get you to show you there's a bolt right there. There's the bottom bolt right there. We're going to go in there and we're going to attempt to zip that out of there, and then we'll go up top and fight with that, get that shock out of there, and hopefully without too much problem, and get a new shock in there. That's the first thing. So there's the bottom from the shock right there. It's just rusted off, broke right off. There's the top of the shock. 18, in this case it's an 18, but you'll see it's going to want to turn on me here, so I've got to get a hold of it somehow. I'm going to try to get in here. I think I can get a hold of, if I can get something in there to get a hold of that shaft. Otherwise I'm going to try to grab the top of that. And really, I probably should just torch it or cut it off, but I'm going to try to do it without that, because I know a lot of people don't have that capability. This does have a hex on top of it, so I may try to just break that loose, see if we can do it that way. Well, there it is. Reaching here with a big pair of channel locks, got a hold of the top of this underneath down in here, enough to hold it, and where it started binding up, and then I had enough pressure on it to hold it. If you have a Sawzall, so this is sitting on top, this bushing, I would probably just cut right through that bushing, right under the plate, cut the thing off. Or if I had to torch out, I would just torch it off. But a Sawzall will work as well, but it can be done without either one of them. It's just a little bit of a pain, takes a little longer, but no big deal. I just wanted to show you on the other side, rather than mess with this, you can't really see it, but I took a Sawzall right on top of the metal plate with a carbide tip blade and just cut that nut right off. And as soon as I got through it, the pressure from the shock just pulled it down and popped it loose. But that's the fastest way when they're hung up like that. Just take it right above the metal plate that sits on top of that rubber bushing up here and just cut it right against that plate. Cut that thing right off. You'll need a carbide tip blade to do it. If you use a regular blade, you're going to go through blades left and right, but the Diablo blades, carbide, work well. It took like, a minute or two, and it cut right through it. So that's the easiest way to get them out if you don't have a torch. I have a torch, but it's packed away and I don't feel like getting it out. Just wanted to show you, this is the one I cut off. You see I cut right at the bottom of that nut, right above that top plate, above that bushing, and you can see where it just popped it right off. All right, just gonna kind of feed it in here, and then I'll show you the bottom, get this thing set up top here, just get it started. Get my bushing in, which I have here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I don't know. I mean, let's see if you can even see what I'm looking at. I don't know if you can or not. Yeah, you can. There you go. Feed that in. Get this started. I just want to get it started up top. I'll put it on there as much as I can until it starts spinning on me. And then this looks like it might not be 18, it might be bigger. No, it's 18. I got something I can get a hold of on this one, so I can just turn it in. That's good. Tighten the top up here. I just squeeze those bushings out, kind of even with, not all the way outside because this has a lip on it, but almost to the outside edge of that metal bush, that metal plate. Now, let me see if I can get in a position where you can see what I'm doing down here. All right, so I get my bolt here. I'm gonna have to stretch this thing. Where is it? Where's the hole? So I've got to pick the control arm up. It's all the way extended and it's too far down because I let it down. So I'm gonna move my jack. Let me pick this control arm up and line it up. It's control arm's down too far for me to get that in there. Just get a jack under here. Pick this control arm up a little bit. It's going to be close. I don't know if that's quite there or not, but hard to see it. I think it's got to go a little more. Oh, I think that might be it. I think we got that started. Always start it by hand. Hopefully you could see what I was doing there. I hope. Yeah, it's kind of blocked by a tie rod end, but just getting this bolt started. I want to make sure that it's not cross-threaded, and then I can just run it in. There you go. That's it for the shock. It's in. It's done.